Okay, I'm going to call it 5:30. This is Tuesday, September 6, 2016. I'll call this special meeting of the Somervell County Hospital District to order. Let the record show that all members of the board are present with the exception of Dwayne Griffin. Item 3, discuss and consider adoption of a resolution approving borrowing from Interbank in the amount of $666,744 for the benefit of the district. Right?
Yeah, that document is in front of you. There's a certificate of for resolution, and then the resolution is the last 2 pages of that. It's a resolution authorizing me and Becky to approve the documents to borrow $666,744 $1,000 from Interbank. Interbank have agreed to back up so they have agreed to make our IGT loan to us with a provision that number one, when we receive our IGT, which will be about $1,555,000, that first of all, we will immediately pay back the $666,744, and then second, that we apply $600,000 of the proceeds toward other notes that we have with Interbank, leaving us about $288,000 for our operations. Of course, the money will be applied. All the $600,000 will be applied to our notes, which will reduce our notes payable. Sorry.
How much are we in arrears to Interbank right now?
About 1.3 total. That's no, it's in the other document. About 1.3. This will take care of about half of it.
So we would net $288,500.
So yeah. Well, there's about $18,000. It'd be $18,000 in fees and attorney fees that we'd have to pay out. So it'd be the 288 less about 18, I think. I believe on.
No, I believe the figures I looked at a while ago.
Includes
that includes that.
That does include it.
The question I wanted to ask them is how they got all of that to come out to exactly $600,000.
I think they rounded their fees, but no, I'm sorry. It would leave us with 288 for operations.
Right.
So that's enough to help for.
Oh yes.
Ray, whenever they take that money, are they going to put off loan payments for us?
The provision that I asked them for, and it's not reflected in any of the documents, but I asked them if they would take the balance of our notes and finance them over a 5-year period. You know, Martin and I, the president of Somervell Bank, you know, I had that discussion. That is not reflected in any of the documents yet, so I can't say for absolute certainty that they're going to do that.
So we'll end up owing them another $700,000.
Between 600 and 700, yes. Well, yeah, or continue to owe that.
Yeah.
Right, absolutely.
Any other discussion? We haven't had a motion in a second, but if there's no other discussion, do I have a motion to approve the resolution?
Also moved.
Okay.
I'll second it.
Brett, second by Margaret. Any further discussion? If not, call for the vote. Usual sign, right hand. 6, 4, no. Item 4, discuss and consider adoption of a resolution approving the repayment of certain outstanding indebtedness of the district due to Interbank and further approving a forbearance agreement.
And this is a resolution of approving the from the $1,555,341 that we received a waiver payment, that after we paid the loan in the amount of $666,744, that we will then apply $600,000 of the net proceeds towards our other indebtedness. And those notes that are listed there, they're listed at their principal amount. That's not the amount that we currently owe. That's the principal amount of the loan. and that amount is reflected in another document.
Can you elaborate on the forbearance portion of this agreement?
Well, as I understand it, what that means is that, at least for these two notes, that they will not take any action against those notes. There'll be a forbearance against them taking any action related to these notes until September the 30th. You know, after September the 30th, or October the 30th. Both of them, there's 2 days. September the 30th is the date on or before that we'll receive our IGT payment. That's a Friday. Some of their documents reflect September the 30th. Some of them reflect October the 3rd, which is Monday. But it's saying they'll not take any action related to these until after those dates, if we agree to make payments.
If we agree to apply the $600,000 for it?
Yes.
Okay, so this has nothing to do with the remaining $600,000 to $700,000?
That's correct.
Okay, I'll make the motion.
Motion by Margaret Creighton to approve the resolution.
I'll second.
Second by Pat Bruce. Any further discussion? If not, call for the vote. All in favor? 6-0. Item 5, discuss and consider adoption of a resolution to open a bank account at Interbank in the name of Somervell County Hospital District.
What this is about, we currently have an account at the at Interbank, but that account is an older account, and it's either Glen Rose Medical Foundation or Glen Rose Medical Center. I'm not sure. So they wanted to have us to have an account in the name of Somervell County Hospital District. Rather than going through the change of name on it, they want to open a separate account, which we will notify TextNet of the new account number. We will IGT out of that account, and the funds will come back into that account. So that's what this is. It's establishing that account. Since it's an older account, the 2 signatures on there were me and Michael. We'll add the CFO as soon as we get all this done, and we can get that done. But there is a typo on page 3, the 3rd page, and that is the authorization resolution date. It says 9/2. It needs to be 9/6. So we'll make that change. You'll notice I also made a change on the front page where they had me as the secretary, and I changed that to Mina. So I'll make that change on the 3rd page also, making that 9/6. If you approve the resolution. Page 4, the correct date is.
Right, all this has to happen before Friday?
It has to happen before
Thursday.
yeah.
I'll move to approve the resolution to open up a new account.
Motion by Dr. Stephen Bossick to approve the resolution to open the bank account. I have a second.
I'll second.
Pam Parsons, second. Any further discussion? If not, call for the vote. All in favor? 6-0. We didn't cover this, but I would ask the individuals who made the motions on these 3 and the second and the vote to approve either myself as the president and Mina as secretary, or Ray and Becky as appropriate to sign the documents. That understood, and everybody agrees that? Okay. I should have caught that while ago, I didn't. Item 6, discuss and consider action on options related to funding of intergovernmental transfer.
I have no other items. Feel that.
Ray, the amount of $1,555,000, is that set in stone now?
Yes, that is set in stone. Yes, that is the amount. We will IGT $666,744, and then we'll receive back the $1,555,000. What the number? We'll receive that back, and that's been confirmed. That's after the haircut, as they say.
Now those, I've kind of gathered that those figures, as the time approaches, the time to file or just to IGT the money, they change, they kind of go up and down. So
Yeah.
you're told one figure, and then a week or so later, you hear another one, and it's got to be right at the end before you know exactly what the number is. Is that correct, right?
That's correct. And I'll tell you that the haircut was more significant than we projected it to be, and even that our consulting accountants. But what happens is the state determines how much money is available. After we all say this is how much we'll send up, they determine how much is available, and then they adjust that to the amount of federal matching funds that can be pulled down, and then everybody takes a haircut to get down to that number.
Okay, anyone have anything else? Nothing else? Have a motion to adjourn? Motion to adjourn by Pat Brooks,
I'll second.
second by Margaret Drake, all in favor? 6-0, adjourned. Thank you all.
On